Poudre School District High School Basketball, live on Stream It Sports, Northern Colorado. This broadcast is brought to you by Schrader Oil, fuel your day. By Pedersen Toyota in Fort Collins, everything cars made easy. By Jim's Wings, Northern Colorado's favorite wings since 1991. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in Northern Colorado. First Bank, banking for good. And now for the play-by-play, here's David Haase and Randy McCoy.
Welcome to Poudre School District Athletics. Tonight live from beautiful Fort Collins, Colorado. We're at Rocky Mountain High School where the Lobos are hosting the crosstown rivalry Poudre Impalas in girls varsity basketball action. Hello everybody, I'm David Haase along with Randy McCoy and Max Fink on camera. And Randy, the starting lineups are coming out in a Front Range League game and also one of those games that set up bragging rights across the town.
Yes, it is, and Rocky and Poudre are kind of the natural rivals, similar to Fort Collins and Fossil Ridge. So throw the records out the door, window, whatever, and this should be a very competitive game. On paper, Rocky Mountain's had a much better year than Poudre, but
right
again, you don't play them on paper, you play them on wood.
Exactly, you can take a lot of that away. We're going to see the stars are coming through for all these kids out here. Some of these seniors are starting to wind down their careers, just a few more games before the end of the season. So y'all want to finish up. So stay tuned here to Stream It Sports. We'll be back for the tip-off in just a moment.
Everyone complains about millennials. Nonsense. Millennials, I salute you. You save money like no other generation. You share cars, Wi-Fi passwords, canoes, deodorants. My grandson bought a pair of pants with me. They share pants. Today's his pants day. No baby boomer ever shared a pair of pants with me.
So we're back here getting ready for the tip-off here. Poudre Rocky Girls 5A Basketball Front Range League. We play 4 8-minute quarters in high school basketball here in Colorado. Max Fink is our camera person tonight. And our play-by-play is Mr. David Haase. We'll be hearing from Kevin Lytle here later too. Mr. Excitement.
Bringing it in.
Bringing it in. Here we go.
Tip-off handled by the Lobos. Kylie Town quickly down court, right in the middle. Warner. Put back by McDonald. I think one of the things we're going to notice early, Randy, is how well the young players for Poudre, they're starting 2 freshmen out there tonight, and we'll see how they handle like the inside presence of both Warner and McDonald, veteran athletes. It's just that way you got to learn, isn't it?
Yeah, sometimes you just got to take one in the chops one year if you're a coach. And
yep. Well, so far
in public schools, because you got who you got.
Well, and nobody's going to cry a tear for Poudre. All these years they've had such great teams over there, and kind of that start over. Lobos Bennett driving in, get pushed a little bit around. No call, goes to the floor, rebound again by McDonald. She puts it up and gets back-to-back stick backs. So the Lobos out 4-0 early.
Both these teams, the last time we saw them here on Stream of Sports, they played a tough Fossil Ridge team. So it's a little easier here in these two.
Three-pointer up, just off the heel twice there now.
Nice box out.
Warner, McDonald, Kylie Town, Maddie Bennett, along with number 20, Michaela Ecker. For the Lobos, three-pointer up, but nothing but silks. That's one of the keys so far this year, talking with Kevin Lytle. Maddie Bennett's a shooter. She just hasn't had the kind of year you expected, so that might kick it off tonight. Because it's happened before. Fouls going to be called on Warner. She kind of pushed out there. Some of the starters that get on that court too for the Impalas. Number double aught. Think of that number. How was the last time you seen the double aught? Brooke Bolander, freshman. Libby Couture out there at number 2. A junior, 22 is Elsa Berkner, 30 is Maddie Bannister, both veterans. And number 40 is Jaden Luna, another freshman. So you got two freshmen on the court. That shows you it's on the way, isn't it?
Yeah, and new Poudre coach, he sees what he has and what he has to do, doesn't he?
Right now, Poudre doesn't look like they want to do anything with the ball other than take the long shots. Town down, nice crossover. A little strong on the hook. Ecker rebound, puts it back up, doesn't go. Inside. And a quick timeout taken right after the rebound. Boy, I'll tell you, Berkner barely had that in her hands, and it was already timeout by Coach Haase.
Well, you saw Coach Haase right in the ear of the coach,
yes.
So I think he wanted
the ref?
yeah, of the ref, but I think he wanted him to hear that. So
yeah, well, like I say, right now it's 7-0. Lobos are out to a quick lead, but Poudre they've settled for long shots. He goes, take your time. You don't need to be in a hurry. You've repeated that in many a huddle, haven't you?
Yeah, and Bannister, she started off slow against Fossil Ridge, but she ended up hitting some shots there at the end of the game and came around a little bit. So we know she can make buckets. She just is, everybody, if you've played basketball, you've had those times.
Oh, yeah. Well, averaging 12 points a game, 4 rebounds. Berkner with a 7-7.
That's still a good year.
Oh, yeah. Freshman there with the ball, Bolander averaging 7.6 rebounds a game, too. Nice long drive there, doesn't go. I think that's going to be a call on.
I'll tell you what, if you're coach, that's exactly what you wanted. They ran the play. They got a wide open layup.
Yeah, they'll fall. And you got one of the players you want to take it. First foul there on, actually, no, they haven't updated. That was Warner on the other, and still showing the Lobos call. Foul apiece here early going. 5:29 left in the first, 7-0. Warner drive baseline, partially blocked. Oh, nice cross-court pass. It's going to be travel, though. You can tell she's setting up her feet to catch it and go.
And that's tough. I mean, there's NBA, they would have done that, but they wouldn't have called it. So
yeah, NBA and the slide step.
And the slide step.
Yep.
And
substitution in for the Lobos. Julia Schlepp, number 12. Gavin McDonald getting a rest.
We'll see if either one of these teams shows any half-court trap or.
Town goes in the middle. Strong puts it up, gets to go to the line for her efforts. Yeah, you almost wonder if Rocky Mountain would try to do that. You say, when you got the younger players out there like Poudre has on the court, several underclassmen, including 2 freshmen, you kind of want to see what pressure does.
And we've seen both teams struggle a little bit against pressure,
yes.
So we'll see who's watching.
First shot a little
watching
long.
The film, huh? Sometimes you don't have the athletes to run some of those defenses, and you end up hurting yourself.
Yeah, you can find a way through it. So 0-for-2 trip there. Lobos going another end. And ball knocked away out of bounds. Poudre just can't get it going quite yet. A little soft pressure up at the top, though, as you talked about, Randy. That was Couture there just trying to extend the defense away. Now they're in it. Now they went to a zone. Driving a kick. Ecker in the corner. Off, but rebound again. Warner. Boy, she just finds her way around the bucket, doesn't she?
Yeah, and sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good. I'm not sure that was lucky, but
well, she
came right to her.
But yeah, effort, just get in the boards. If you're not in position, you can't get it. You can't get a put back like that. Good defense, pressure, stolen away. Warner with it. Town Bennett sets for the 3. That's a nice job by Bolander there, going up both hands on the ball, wasn't it? Just like you coach it.
Town's not quite as confident this year as she was last year, just in her shooting and stuff. She's looking more to be a passer.
Being the distributor into the game now for the Lobos. Number 30 is Catherine Bowes, Jr.
By the end of the game, Towns will have her fingerprints all over this game.
Yeah, just by sheer effort. Ball movement there. Now the Lobos back in the zone. Pressure going in. Board cleared by Bennett quickly down court.
Boy, way to look up.
Yeah. Skip pass, jumper coming. and good. Julius Schlepp on the board, 11-0. All Rocky Mountain here going.
Poudre's had troubles in the first quarter. Once they get that first bucket, they kind of get going, but that first one's been tough to come by.
That you start thinking about pressing a little bit. Runner, boy, just the lid's on, isn't it? I thought that was going to drop.
I'd like to see him run it from the other side and use their strong hand, too.
Well, Bannister and Berkner with the fade away, they all didn't get one check in there, too. Harper Lowry, another junior, number 33 is in for the. Now she just got the quick move. They kind of quick balled it, didn't they? Because they were just standing around. All of a sudden, referee handed it to the.
That's kind of the sexy move we've been seeing a lot this year. Is
spread away and go. Long shot picked up by Schlepp. Martinez in the game for the Lobos. And a quick down court. Libby Couture knocks in the layup. It's still early, 2:40 left here in the first quarter, 11-4 Lobos. Bounce pass, though, nice cutoff that time. The high post defender sliding down that zone. Plant, three, boy. Halfway in, half out. Long rebound, though, taken.
Like you said, nobody's going to feel sorry for Poudre this year. They've been dominant for many years under Coach Glessman. And
substitutions in now. Luna Bolander going to go out. We're going to have a timeout here on the court. So 2:16 left here in the first quarter. 11-4 Lobos lead. You're watching Stream It Sports.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
We're back here now, Rocky Mountain High School. Thanks for tuning in to Stream It Sports. Dave Haas along with Randy McCoy. Maxwell Fink on camera tonight. Pull up three. They're getting the looks, but they don't drop.
I'll tell you what, that's a good looking shot.
Yeah, no, you're right. A couple substitutions in there.
And she's left-handed coming around there.
Yeah. Nice solid rebound taken down by Allie Sinclair there, the senior for the Lobos. But foul apparently on the floor before that.
Lexi Garcia, just a junior, so boy, she worked on that shot over the summer, and she's got a nice touch.
Skip pass, pump fake, and a travel though by Luna. Just took it off Couture, excuse me.
It's counterintuitive. Yep. You think you should take a step first before you dribble, but you can't do that.
Put it out of your hand. Number one in for the Impalas to Helena Russo de Lee.
Again, unless you're LeBron James or something.
Yeah, and you got the rest that want to see you on the court. A couple times that injury pass, the Lobos have just been a little careless, throwing it through hands, tipped away.
And we saw that earlier in the year with that. You know, I won't say most, a lot of their turnovers were self-inflicted. They weren't even really caused by the defense. You can say that about a lot of high school teams.
Box zone taken in there, movement around, Schlepp, jumper, good. Making that extra pass so often counts, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's the way to play.
Berkner brings it down, pops it back out. Little runner, doesn't go. Boy, nice rebound inside. That's Harper Lowry's been in made several plays.
That's pure.
And then for downtown, Maddie Bannister, 13-7, just takes a couple buckets to get you back in this game. Not a high-scoring game for either team. Oh, nice look underneath. Great pass. You talk about playing with your head up there. Bo seeing Schlepp underneath.
Well, that's one of the purest shots I've seen by Garcia on that last three by Poudre.
Scrapping on the floor, looking down court. Nice job again. Schlepp leading up. And no chance to get that one off clean. Bannister said, you're not on my watch. That's a good foul. Kept her hands up in the air. Julia Schlepp to the line. Be the third foul on the Impalas. 3 also for the Lobos. 44 seconds left here in the first quarter. Schlepp's first one, a little short. Bolander back in now for Couture. Second one coming. And ball out of bounds off the miss. Berkner and Bannister here in the backcourt bringing it up. Lobos leave the zone now for back to man defense. I don't know why that wasn't double dribble. Oh, good help defense. Going in, jumper up short on the foul.
That wasn't a foul.
Yeah. Yep. Berkner go to the line, averaging 7 points a game, along with her 7 rebounds. Second foul, though, called on Ecker. Boy, it's just not a shooting night for the Impalas so far, is it? 23 seconds left. Much better roll that time. In for the second. 15-8, 20 seconds left here in the quarter. Lobos bring it up. Ecker's pass, trying to make that low entry pass, tipped away by Bolander. Nice pass underneath again, intercepted. Lobos are doing it, but they're not moving. When you can't just throw a stationary bounce pass into a zone, just by the sheer nature of the defense. Bolander, middle jumper, clock could go. Got it off in time, rebound by the Lobos, and that'll do it here after 1 quarter. So 1 quarter play gone at Rocky Mountain High School girls varsity basketball Front Range League action. 15-8, Lobos lead the Impalas. You're watching Stream It Sports.
Toyota-thon's on. Look at all those Toyotas.
Bet you could get a great deal in there. Yeah, we should go check it out.
Impressive.
Sometimes you just have to snap them out of it a little bit.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2018 RAV4 with Toyota Care, our no-cost service plan.
'Tis the season. Toyota-thon is on.
Toyota, let's go places.
We're back here, beginning of the second quarter. Want to thank our newest sponsor, Jim's Wings. The Northern Colorado's best wings since 1991.
Well, after our last game, I went home and picked up one of my normal orders, got home, and I had a college kid at home. Do you think I got many of those?
Yeah, you probably didn't, but
nope.
You got to pay for them, I bet.
That seems the way. That's the plight. Like it out there, Coach Yowski talking to his gals, being very positive. Said that young team starting back out here in the second quarter. Number 1, Helena Russo DeLay, Berkner, number 22, Bolander, 0-0. And we got, I just want to make sure we get to it because I got a number 20 out there. I don't have a 20 in my roster for the girls for the Impalas, so we'll find out who that is at halftime. And also out there, Harper Lowry had a really good first quarter, Randy. A bucket or two, but really good on the boards. Lobos got Town, Schlepp, along with Ecker and Martinez. Martinez in the middle, lefty goes up, a little strong off the heel, gets in for her own rebound. That was pushing one teammate into another there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good.
I'm glad Lowry didn't get hurt. She's got a wrapped up wrist and a bad finger in the hand. She slaps the floor.
But she took one for the team, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
She was bound determined she wasn't going to go out of bounds with that ball.
Sinclair got the long rebound off the missed three.
A lot of skin hitting the floor here.
Yeah. Everybody's getting horizontal. Right now, I mean, McDonald hadn't been in for probably 4 minutes. Coach France playing a number of players.
Well, she came out and hit the first 4 points, and then we haven't seen anything from her.
Yeah, she's kind of been gone. She hasn't come back in the game. She's waiting to check in now, along with Maddie Bennett, because they half their points been on the bench. Warner's not in there either. But you got to build from what everybody on your roster.
Yeah, there are no free agents in
public schools.
High school, public schools.
3 Impalas waiting to check in now after Town goes to line. She's fouled by Lowry. First one's in. So back in for the Impalas. Maddie Bannister, just leading scorer, number 30. Along with Couture, number 2. Bolander, number 00. And Berkner and my mystery player, number 20, was fine now. Nice runner, just doesn't fall.
Well,
Rebound McDonald.
Nice hesitation.
Yeah, it really was.
There.
Yep. McDonald quickly out to Bennett. She brings it up court. Skip pass, a little short. Well, runner in the lane doesn't go. McDonald the rebound. A double pivot move there.
If you can get by with it, that's good. But and she did.
Yeah.
Playing hopscotch or something. I don't know what.
Town gambles on the steal, just misses it, and it did. She tipped it enough, caused the Impala player just to take her eye off it, I think. Probably got a piece of it. Effort rewarded. So Town, along with Ecker, McDonald, Bennett, and Schlepp on the court for the Lobos. They lead 16-8. 5:45 left here in the second quarter. Bennett drive goes in, draws the foul. She'll go over the line. Be the 15th foul on the Impalas, 4 on the Lobos currently. Talking a little bit with Kevin Lyle before the game about how the conference change is going to be next year. First one's up and good. Good looking shot there. You see that Bennett's a shooter. It's just that 3 has not been the success you expected here, but with the free throw, you just tell by that stroke, 2 in a row, nothing but silk. And how we'll not have the up and down the interstate like we had last year, especially in football, to the delight of about everybody. Jade Luna, freshman, number 40 in the game now with the ball. Bolander deep in the corner, 3 just off. Rebound underneath though, and put back by Couture, the junior. Town down court quickly from Bennett. McDonald inside. Well, fadeaway doesn't go. Schlepp and Bolander battling for it. Bolander with the better position. She gets the call. Julia Schlepp, her first foul. She's going to sit down. Savannah Warner back in the game now for the Lobos, number 10. 18-10, 5:08 left here in the half. Pump fake a couple times. Town didn't buy it. Nice job just staying solid on defense. Back up 3. Kind of rushed it. Goes the ground. Runner doesn't fall. Rebound by Eckert. Looking down court though. Nice job of getting back on defense by the Impalas. No easy, cheap one. Town splits the defenders, goes in. Makes it easy for the official, doesn't she?
Yeah, it's.
You got to call that. She's going right into the heart.
There'll be a few teams coming up by 25 play football. Horizon, Legacy, and Fairview.
What we're used to for years and years. Just won't see Fountain, Fort Carson, and Creek and Valor, and not that those aren't
Dallas,
great programs
Texas.
as they are, but yeah, we're just, when kids can go on a bus, especially, I mean, Poudre had the worst of all worlds there. They had 3-hour bus rides both ways. That's tough to ask of any student athlete. Second one's up good, 19-10, 4:30 left in the half. Lobos been ahead since the start. Took on a 7-0 run. Bolanders 3, little off. Rebound. Lobos running. Bennett drives, kicks it back in the middle. Nice pass. Bolander with the block though on Werner. Bolander and
it's a great pass.
Couture.
But I'd like to see Bennett go ahead and
take the shot.
Yeah, I mean she's my leading scorer, and
yeah, you want to put that ball in the air.
But great pass though.
Entry pass. Lowry kicks it back out. Bannister still trying to find a place for a jumper. Town will be called. I believe that's a couple on her now.
Well, she found it earlier. It was about 30 feet out.
Yeah. Need to back
what
up.
What does the coach say? You'll have that shot all the time.
Yeah, she will. 6 teams, 6 fouls now, both teams. Next one will put single bonus, 3:54 left. Poudre could get themselves back in the game with that just by making that line work for them.
I love seeing
the
young lady just came in. She's had a big old smile on her face.
Yep.
Boy, you love to see
that.
that.
Excited to be here. Olivia Lamb, the junior, number 5.
Like,
Coach
what,
Yowski's,
man? We're getting to play basketball, man.
Yeah, Coach Lowski's already played 10 kids. That's just great. Runner in the middle goes.
Well, he's got a plan. You can tell over there. He's I'm not sure he's even looking at the score. I think he's just saying, you know what, I got a plan. And
yep. McDonald on the shot, intimidation. Block, partial block comes up with it. Kicks it out to Town.
Oh. Good shot.
Bennett pull up, looker good there. And a quick timeout taken by the Impalas as they now trail 23-10 with 3:15 left here in the half. You're watching Streaming Sports.
You're watching PSD High School Sports live in high definition on Stream It Sports NoCo.
Where the French live.
Shot of the Lobos huddle there. Coach France, her second year at Rocky Mountain. As a former PSD athlete herself. But you know what? Right now you're telling your team, okay, we're playing okay. You can't measure yourself by the score of the team. You know, it's a young team for the most part over there with Poudre. They got a couple veterans in Bannister and Berkner, but pretty much a young team. So it's okay. Just keep working on what we do best. Let's get better here, you know, our way.
Well, you know, you've got the tale of 2 coaches and 2 different goals, really. You know, Rockies trying to kind of get up to a place where they can be competitive, possibly in the state tournament or something. Poudre is, like I said, I'm not even sure they would be all that interested in the score. They want to win for sure, but
they're competing.
They're developing things right now.
Playing a lot of players, and when you've got eight on the bench, I mean, you brought 13 up for varsity, and a step on the end of that too. That was just pressure put on there, and that Bannister was kind of just on an island by herself there, wasn't she?
Yeah, and you know, some parents may not like us saying that, but you know, we've always said we're going to be truthful when we do these broadcasts, and that's just the truth.
Well, when you had veteran teams that played a lot of meaningful games for quite a few years with Poudre. Entry pass that time on the floor. McDonald taken away again. Lowry, nice job hustling down court, and that one goes. So Couture showing some speed there with the basketball. Pull-up jumper again. Little heat check there for Bennett, though. Good look at it. Just didn't fit in.
I'd want her to take that one every
time. You bet. That's right. You want these girls, when you make the move off the dribble, put it in the air and go.
If I go down with her missing that shot, I'll go down.
Yep.
So.
Oh, Lowry's on the floor, hustling, tipping the ball, keeping it in play. Long.
Oh, nice move.
Just didn't finish. She's had a couple of those looks. They just rolled out. Offensive rebound. Nice one back to the middle. Lowry didn't get it to go. Rebound McDonald.
Back to our point, you know, not everybody has 10 underfreshmen locked and loaded and ready to go for the varsity team next year.
Warner, nice drive underneath and the left up over the top. Defense didn't come down on her. Bolander, far side of the ball, looked at the three, gave it back up. Blocking foul, that'll put Bolander at the line for the single bonus. 1:40 left here in the half.
Listening to people talk about Tiger Woods today and his round of golf and talking about, physically he looks great, but, if you're not playing in live fire where you've got to control your adrenaline and all that, and it says he can fix that stuff, but the physical part looks good. But it's the same thing, you can't develop these kids 5 nights, 6 days a week and practice. They've got to get on the court.
Need court time, and you need it when it's going good and when it's going bad. And they're right now, Bolander looking to go for a pair, and she does. Freshman's got a good-looking shot.
Yeah, she does. And a lot to be excited about. I would say you learn more from losing than you do winning anyway. So, but it's fun to learn and win.
Yeah, you'd like both. I'd rather have somebody keep getting up after getting beat than somebody who never tried every time. 3 that time for the Lobos, doesn't fall. Under a minute and a half to play here.
Poudre keeps hanging around here, I'll tell you.
Yeah, Luna out front. Tipped away. I think part of it is just that first pass in the offense, which, Rockies doing a good job on pressure D, but that first pass in the offense is what Poudre's having their difficulty with. They're not getting the first one to get the second one going. Just like that right there. It's a get back, tipped away.
Well, they've missed several point-blank shots, too.
Yeah. I'd say Berkner and Bannister have gotten to the rim several times. They just haven't fallen. 1:12 to play, 25-14. It's not like Poudre's going away or Rocky scored so much to make it over with. It's not a bad first half total for the Lobos. Entry pass that time a little high. Official, she thought she had it one way, turn around, correct herself. I like that, with a smile. You're watching girls varsity basketball, Front Range League action, Poudre School District. Tonight live on Streaming Sports. You'll be able to tune in and watch the Rocky boys host the Poudre boys after our broadcast here. It's a physical game tonight.
Yeah, they're getting with it.
40 seconds to play. Runner off the glass, falls around, nice one. Helena Russo-DeLee, the senior, gets him back under 10. Town kind of just taking their time up front. I think Lobos will be happy with one final shot here. Bose along with Town goes the middle, block from behind, rebound, 6 seconds to get down court. Lobos kind of doubling up, but looking across, they're gonna have a chance to get a shot off. Nope, kicked away, blocked, and that'll end the first half. So 25-16, 9-point lead for the Lobos over the Impalas here after one half of play at Rocky Mountain High School. You're watching Streaming Sports. Stay tuned for our second half. We'll be right back.
Toyota-thon's on. Look at all those Toyotas.
Bet you could get a great deal in there. Yeah, we should go check it out.
Check it out. Impressive.
Sometimes you just have to snap them out of it a little bit.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2018 RAV4 with Toyota Care, our no-cost service plan.
'Tis the season. Toyota-thon is on.
Toyota, let's go places.
Great news! We broke our all-time sales record, and it's all thanks to my nephew, Skylar.
Bro, it's Sky.
After my brother made me hire Sky, I switched us to First Bank to make up for him. Now business is better than ever.
No matter the reason, switching to First Bank can help your business grow.
After playing the game for many years, and I decided I could either watch from the couch or get on the field and become part of the game.
I became a judge because it was a natural transition from being a gymnast to coach, now judge.
I love the large crowds, the excitement of the game, and you know what? I got the best seat in the house.
Help these kids. help this community. Become an official.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
We're back here now. Halftime, girls game 25-16. Rocky Mountain ahead of Poudre here with Kevin Lytle from the Coloradoan, and probably about what we thought in the first half. Kevin, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. Rocky Mountain started really well. I think it was 11-0 run, and then Justine France started rotating through her team pretty quickly. You know, Gabby McDonald a lot of time on the bench, Maddie Bennett some time on bench. I think that's a product of a team. They're not very deep. They don't play a ton of players, so when you feel you have a chance to rest them, it's a long season, rest some of those stars. I think you saw that, but Poudre's done a good job of hanging in there. I mean, they're keeping it in that kind of 8 to 12 range, which keeps it within striking distance. They just, you know, with a young team struggling to find enough scoring, you know, which has been kind of the story of the season with, you know, and that makes sense with how many freshman young players they have out there.
Well, and I was saying, you know, these are two coaches that's got two completely different goals in mind right now, because Rocky Mountain coach France is looking to tweak things for possible playoffs, and Poudre is just trying to figure out, you know, I'm not sure how much he's looking at the score even at times. You know, he's got to find his team for the future, and he's got some really good-looking players, and so
yeah,
I think that's probably what's going on.
Yeah, definitely. Like you say, Rocky Mountain, they have a lot of experience. Like Kylie Town, Maddie Bennett, Gabby McDonald, Savannah Warner. They've played a lot of games, and you know, they're trying to be ready for a playoff, see if they can do a little damage there. And Poudre, you know, they have some good pieces. You knew this would be a transition year with such a young team and obviously new coach. It's kind of similar to Fort Collins boys. You have just a whole new setup with both roster and coaching and style and everything.
And this stuff, like I told Dave, you know, these teams don't just come out with 10 brand new, all finished underclassmen every year. You know, you've got to develop them, and they've got to get a lot of that has to happen in live game action.
Yeah, and we've talked about this in a variety of sports, that when you play so many young players, it hurts at times as you're doing it, but it usually pays off, you know, a couple of years down the road when they're all, you know, juniors and seniors and have played, you know, what feels like a million games. So it takes some growing pains, but it usually pays off.
And we saw that with Poudre football this year. You know, their second team was arguably almost as good as their first team. When we saw the quarterbacks and different people, they were very, very effective. That's going to be the boys that we see this year in the Poudre football. Talk a little bit about this boys game as we're watching Poudre, and this should be a great game, one of the better games of the season, I would think, as far as just competitiveness. Poudre and Rocky, both teams probably a little disappointed in where they're at right now, but either team could really come out and win this game.
Yeah, both have kind of battled the inconsistency game, but both on their night can be really good. You know, Rocky has the two Joes, Urwinowitz and Elliott.
Yeah.
Have fun saying that all night long, right?
I let Dave do it.
Yeah, right. And they can score a lot. They're looking for depth in scoring, whereas Poudre, kind of same thing. They played a lot of young guys over the last couple of years, and they're starting to grow up. You have, you know, Damian Forrest is really turning into a great player. You got Jack Fisher, really strong player. Troy McFadden, he missed last year at the ACL. He's back. So they have a lot of good pieces. They can be really good on their night. They haven't, you know, they don't do it night in, night out, which is kind of the last piece of the puzzle, but should be a really good game. They played earlier at the Gojos tournament over at Fossil in early December, and Poudre won that one, so it should be a fun game.
Yeah, Fisher possibly the best player in town right now is a junior, and I've watched him grow up since 5th grade, so he was short then, but he's got his brothers. Fisher's a very common name here in Poudre basketball land, and he's got, I think, 2 or 3 big brothers who played for Poudre in basketball. So that should be a really good game. And, you know, both teams have already played Fossil Ridge, and both teams had similar, you know, held leads, stayed in the game, but could not close the game out, both teams. So it'll be interesting to see which team can actually finish.
Yep, it's that consistency battle, like we were saying. It's both have looked really good in stretches, just not all the time.
And you know, talk a little bit about the conference. Who saw Fossil Ridge coming out and being 6-0?
Not me.
In the boys' conference. You know, the girls' team.
Girls' team's not surprising that they're good. We knew they'd be good.
The surprise of the Fort Collins girls, too. And we'll have those two teams Tuesday night.
That's going to be a fun night.
Yeah, and that'll be one of those nights. Really, the girls' game will probably be the marquee match.
I think it absolutely is. Honestly, that girls' game is the best basketball game in the city this season, for my money.
Yeah, no, that will be. And so we'll see what happens with that. And so anyway, teams are getting ready to come back on the court. That's Kevin Lyle. We'll have him back at the boys' game as well at halftime to get his tidbits and nuggets of wisdom that only he can bring. Tell us how we can get a hold of you, Kevin, if somebody's not going to watch the boys' game.
At Kevin_Lytle on Twitter.
Okay. And he writes a lot of words.
A lot of just Colorado, a bunch of words. Who knows what they all say, but they're out there.
All right. So that's Kevin Lytle. This is Randy McCoy. We'll be back with the second half after this message. You're watching Stream of Sports.
Toyota-thon's on. Look at all those Toyotas.
Bet you could get a great deal in there. Yeah, we should go check it out.
Impressive.
Sometimes you just have to snap them out of it a little bit.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2018 RAV4 with Toyota Care, our no-cost service plan.
'Tis the season. Toyota-thon is on.
Toyota, let's go places.
Great news! We broke our all-time sales record, and it's all thanks to my nephew, Skylar.
Bro, it's Sky.
After my brother made me hire Sky, I switched us to First Bank to make up for him. Now business is better than ever.
No matter the reason, switching to First Bank can help your business grow.
After playing the game for many years, and I decided I could either watch from the couch or get on the field and become part of the game.
I became a judge because it was a natural transition from being a gymnast to coach, now judge.
I love the large crowds, the excitement of the game, and you know what? I got the best seat in the house.
Help these kids. Help this community. Become an official.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
So we're back here, second half. 25-16 Rocky ahead of the Poudre Impalas. Randy McCoy, David Haase here with you.
The Impalas are starting out a little bit of hole, Randy. They got it going. They just dug a hole right away for themselves. They're down 9, but you know, it was 7-0, and they just couldn't find anything to fall. We'll see if they can get that spark early here in the second half. Lobos start off with the ball. Zone defense right away. Berkner Bannister along with Luna Bolender and Couture for the Impalas, long three. And Maddie Bennett tonight starting to heat it up. That's second from downtown, a couple other jumpers, and a pair of free throws. Pretty much hauling the load so far for the Lobos as they go through it. Bennett, Town, along with Warner, McDonald. 3 that time for the Lobos. The Impalas doesn't go. Nice rebound by Couture. And the runner in the lane goes for Bannister. And Ecker, the other Lobo out there starting this second half, number 20. Ecker underneath, tries to get to the angle, doesn't go. Nice job of closing down. Couture quickly pushing it down court. Kind of fell off just at the end there, didn't take it up high enough on the glass, goes. Loose ball picked up by Bolander. Freshman backing off and knowing it's like, okay, I need to find that teammate, Brickner. Bannister looked at three and pulled it back. She wanted that one, didn't she? She's going to take that up and put it in the air. See, if Poudre can go on a little bit of a run and high off the glass just like that, a couple of back-to-back buckets. Brickner gets her two there, leads down to 8. Wouldn't take much just to pull yourself back into this game quickly. Baseline jumper strong. Backside rebound picked up by Bannister. Brickner to back to Bolander right now. They're trying to go off that high pick, but they're really not setting the pick. They're making it back it up. Three-pointers gone, and Brickner with a foul. McDonald had all the position. You're not going to give anything around Gab McDonald, are you?
No, and I like that
I kind of think
drive and kick, to get some open shots. And I was going to talk a little bit about Bannister's move. She did that ball fake and eye fake to get their defender off her and then went in. That was a smooth move.
I can see some of the reasons, though, I think McDonald's not getting a lot of time. She's kind of dragging her left knee. She's got a pretty good brace on, so obviously it's not just a support thing. There's an injury there. The double collegiate sport athlete McDonald is going to play soccer and a track athlete at CSU.
And Kevin Lytle made a good point. They're not tremendously deep for Rocky, so if they can take some opportunity to, keep a comfortable lead and rest some of their starters, that they might try to do that.
Yeah, well, and you have valuable minutes. Like I say, you got to get on the court. As you made a point in the first half. Both teams, that's such an important thing. Warner kicked it back out. Bucket's good. As she come around, dropped it up there. On the court also now for the Lobos, Schlepp and Bose, 12 and 30 respectively. Lowry inbound, nice little over-under move there. That's the good look. That's seeing Lowry really starting to assert herself after not even starting, coming off the bench. And Bennett does what a good guard should do.
Yeah, you saw the bench when Lowry hit that shot. I'll guarantee you they've all watched her practice that shot.
Yep.
Many, many, many times, so they're really happy for her when she hits it.
Well, it wasn't for lack of looks, as we said in the first half, several up there. Bennett's first one is good.
She's working on about a 14-point game so far.
Yep.
13, I believe.
We did find out our mystery player for the Impalas in the first half. Number 20 is Ella Palm. Luna, the loose ball taken away, then picked back up by Luna. Couture on the far side. Just that first pass defense, what Lobos have done a nice job being aggressive, really cutting off that entry pass. Jumper, Bolander, lane doesn't go. Nice rebound, Schlepp. You can have a bigger player in your back, but if you got the rebound, you'll get the call.
I love Bannister doing the pick and pop there. She set a good screen. I know a lot of players that need some help in how to set a screen. That was a great screen.
Yep.
She was open for a minute, but Rocky Mountain came out, double teamed her, and then just a perfect way to do that.
Bannister drive and kicks two.
Cover the pick and roll.
Lobos moving the ball nicely. Shot doesn't go, though. Good rebound. Lowry tips it over to Bolander. Under 4 to play here in the third. 32-22, Rocky leads. They've led the entire game. Haven't blown it open. Poudre coming back, sticking around. Baseline jumper, a little strong. Town with the rebound.
Good looking shot there, though.
Yeah, it really was. Bennett sets, fires. That one was short. Couture with the long rebound brings it up. Luna to Bolander. Now's where you'd like to see Bolander put it on the ground. She's got the much smaller player on her. Because so many times that where Poudre's getting rid of the ball, Randy, they're kicking it back out. Their penetration, they're further away from the bucket than they were the ball. And I think it's a really good timeout by Coach Haase. He says, okay, we're kind of stalled. I'm going to go over and talk about it. We'll do a little teaching. While they're doing that, we're going to take a break. You're watching Streaming Sports.
Everyone complains about millennials. Nonsense. Millennials, I salute you. You save money like no other generation. You share cars, Wi-Fi passwords, canoes, deodorants. My grandson bought a pair of pants with me. They share pants. Today's his pants day. No baby boomer ever shared a pair of pants with me.
Back here live, 32-22, 3:05 left in the third. You're watching Stream of Sports. David Haase and Randy McCoy. Max Fink, cameraman extraordinaire tonight. Helena Russo-DeLee out there now, number one for the Paula's. Nice drive up off the glass. That one still doesn't go. They just aren't falling. Over and over again, Bannister gets there, the long lefty, and they're rolling out of her all night long.
Don't you think somebody's going to take a chance on her to play at the next level? She's
Very
got
athletic.
the raw skills, I'll tell you.
Very athletic, explosive. Entry pass to Warner.
You don't know if she wants to, but, well, I'll tell you what, I'd love to coach her up and
get that time. Russo-DeLee, Couture, quick inbound to Warner. Just too open, wasn't she?
Yeah. I think she was looking for some resistance and it never came.
Yeah. Bowes and Schlepp on the trap.
Oh, they missed.
Stepped it back out.
Boom.
And good. That one, that was just a great pass and a return pass. And when Rocky's doing a lot of double teaming.
Well, they got to pass quick and get it back to her because, you know, she could shoot him right back in this game.
32-25, that three knocked it down to 7. Jumper in the middle of the lane, though. Kylie Town responds. 2:03 left here in the quarter. Lowry, middle of the lane, goes up strong, kind of just turns right into Warner. And that's, talk about verticality, because she reached over. It didn't stay up, did she?
Yeah, and that bailed her out, really. I mean, that was not a shot that, a high percentage shot. You're back to the basket. Jim filling up nicely here. And again, these games, pretty much no matter the sport, we just had a big wrestling match was it here at Poudre. I saw Lytle.
Poudre in two of the one of the top teams in the entire state. Greenwood looking for his 4th straight title. His younger brother also in there too. Couture lucky she didn't get called there on that bit of reach. Rocky Mountain, several ranked wrestlers too. Both are excellent programs. Entry pass Warner, nice job in the lane, gets up, puts it right away. Good position and a nice pivot, wasn't it?
Yeah, where was that match at last night?
I'm not sure. I'll ask Mr. Lytle. Entry pass, Lowry lane, tried to up and under. Left, a little strong. Rebound. Couture had it, but put it on the floor. Where all those Rocky guards are down there just waiting. Martinez and Bennett and Bowes were all there. Substitution, Bennett gonna go out, Seclair comes in. Nice little hand for those, for Bennett in her first efforts this quarter again. Warner looked at it. A nice spin move goes in, draws contact, doesn't get any call. Back up, nice rebound, Schlepp outside Martinez, long three, good. And the lefty knocks it down.
And she knew, she said, I got this.
Yeah, there was no doubt there. She was setting, just talk about a player being ready to shoot.
Well, yeah, she was, you know, you don't see that much at any level a lot of times, but she had her feet set and hands up, ready to shoot.
Oh, great hustle again. Who else on the floor but Lowry?
Sometimes you see that roll called as a
travel. Yeah, she's just getting rid of it. But Lowry has spent more time on the floor than the rest of everybody, both teams combined. Schlepp steals it away, kicks it back over Martinez.
Offensive foul.
Yeah, she put her arm out, kind of protect herself. There's a nice jump on the defense by the Impalas there just to kind of get out in front. And nowhere really to go that time. Second foul called on Bose. 3 fouls on the Impalas, 2 on the Lobos here this half. 13 seconds left, so nobody really near foul trouble nor a even single bonus yet. Three-pointer long and good. So at the buzzer, the buzzer beater shot knocked down that time by Bannister. Makes it 39-28, rallies them back to 11. We'll be back with our fourth quarter of play. You're watching Stream It Sports.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
You're watching PSD High School Sports live in high definition on Stream It Sports NoCo.
We're back here now, ready to start the fourth quarter with the announcers telling Coach Mark Brook, who probably got set up by his wife, that's his birthday, and he's sitting over there behind the scorer's table. They couldn't wait to get that in. Remind you again, boy, if you need that post-game, pre-game treat, Jim's Wings, voted best wings in Northern Colorado again. Best wings since 1991. My challenge is out there. I think Kevin Lytle should probably take it. I want to see somebody eat 6 of the Ram Hot wings, and he's shaking his head emphatically if you can't see it at home. But back-to-back threes by the Impalas spark a little interest there. 39-31, 7.5 to play in the game. Lobos try to answer, don't. Short, rebound by Bolender. I'm just keep waiting for somebody to take me up on that Ram Hot Wings challenge, Randy. Wouldn't you pay to see Lytle do it?
Yeah. $1.
Nice job of closing down defense time by Warner. Caused the travel by Berkner. Schlepp along with Bose, Martinez, McDonald for baby hook in the middle goes. You cannot question her toughness. She's dragging that leg down court. Didn't need to see that tonight. They already know that fact. Boy, it just adds another chapter to what she's done as an athlete here at Rocky Mountain High School. And the bank is open. The first bank of the game play goes down for the long three. That's 3 threes in a row for the Impalas. Got it back to 7 points, Randy. Inside little fall away. McDonald, she just couldn't turn on that leg to shoot that direction.
She's having a Willis Reed moment, isn't she?
Yeah, she really is. Martinez, though, with the steal. Down court. Lobos just set it up. Going to call a moving pick on Gabby McDonald. She's like going, I'm not really moving.
Yeah, she wasn't moving. So.
Yeah. Drive, go to the middle lane. That one rolled, almost got the and one there. Just a great power move by Jaden Luna, just going to the line, Randy. But they're going to need to slow the game down a little bit. You can't rely on the threes the entire fourth quarter. Couture, Bolander, Luna, Bannister, and Bruckner in for the Impalas. Couple substitutions now. Town and Bennett back in. Staying on the court, McDonald, Schlepp, and Martinez. Second one high off the heel, a couple hard bounces, doesn't go. You don't see Gavin McDonald lose too many rebounds. Somebody else puts a hand on it, it doesn't stay there.
I don't think you're going to take that away from her.
Yep, Town penetrates, gets the lane, but a little out of control. Rebound to Bolander, she brings it back the other direction. Another 3-ball up, that one long.
It's right on, though.
Yeah, it really was. McDonald on the rebound. And for those of you who don't really know the reference to the Willis-Reed game, Martinez 3, long rebound by Schlepp. Google that, you'll find out what somebody playing on 1.5 legs is like. That's basically what McDonald's doing tonight. Just gamer.
Obviously, she's not going to hurt whatever it is that's hurting her anymore.
They just tell it's like how we do it. Inside
in
move, there you go. Got good position, turn around, and off her good leg, kind of just put it in the air. 43-34 Lobos. Bolander drive. Nice pull up. And going to get the foul.
She could have Osgood Slaughters on her knee or something like that. Or, you just never know what.
Well, these kids, I mean, especially an athlete like McDonald, there's just no stop. All year round activities. One of the top goalies in the state. That's what she's going to play for CSU, and several-time defending champion in the throws, the shot put in the discus in state of Colorado 5A. Bolander's second one, up and good. Lead back to 8. 5:05 left in the game. Thanks for tuning in to Stream of Sports. Thanks to our sponsors, Schrader Oil, Pedersen Toyota, First Bank, and Jim's Wings. Long cross pass over to Schlepp. Town gets the middle, back out front, rolls around. Boy, just another good job of rebounding, and a battle underneath between Lowry and McDonald all night long. Nice defense by Bennett that time, just cut off the dribble, didn't she?
Yeah, and that's I like them when they shoot the ball. Don't hesitate. Like
Bennett,
that.
Deep three, just off. Long rebound come across, grabbed by Bruckner. Stolen away by Schlepp.
Letting them play.
Boy, they really swallowed the chrome here for the last 5 minutes of the game. There was a lot of contact both ways there, but they're consistent. A couple quick substitutions. In for the Impalas, Helena Russo-Deli for Bruckner. Couture, Bannister, Bolander. The court Bennett out front, Town, Schlepp, McDonald, and Ecker. Shot off, rebound again by Lowry. Almost stolen away on the out pass though to Couture. She brings it up quickly. She's got some speed with the basketball, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
Bolander sizes up the three.
So what do you do to exploit McDonald? Try to figure out who she's guarding and just go right at her?
And either that or you just start running down the court and see if she can keep up. You know, you got to have all five running down the court. You'll get this mismatch. Now, Coach Francis took her out again because it's, it's hard work to play on 1.5 legs.
Yeah,
it really is.
She's limping noticeably.
Nice pass from Town down below Schlepp. Baseline jumper. And once again, catching the ball in the shooting position. She was ready to shoot. 45-35 with 3:18 left here in the game.
I think I'd want to see Bannister get a couple of shots off here.
Town goes in hard. Smart play by Bolander not to foul. And a timeout be taken by the Impalas. So with 3:05 left and a 12-point lead, the Lobos over the Impalas. You're watching Stream It Sports. We'll be right back. back here at Rocky Mountain High School. 3:05 left to play in the game. Lead for the Lobos back out 12. And they are pressing full court. Ball tipped away.
Good coaching move here. It's like, you know what, we're going to go ahead and put this nail in this coffin here and
I agree.
Make sure that you don't get any thoughts of making a comeback here.
Coach France just saying, okay, we're going to also just take that 5 to 8 seconds. It may take you longer to get down court. Bolander, nice job of coming underneath that time. Shot was a little out of control that time for Bannister, wasn't it? She knows that she's one of the prime scorers and just trying to get a shot off. But the Lobos were collapsing all over her. Substitution back in the game, number 40 for the Impalas, number is Jaden Luna. Lowry, and that will go. And that's part of the problem with that wrapped up right hand she's got there. She just couldn't secure it. She's getting my Heart of the Game award, though. She's been on the floor, fought hard all night long against a pretty good player in McDonald. Trapping defense, cross-court pass almost picked off. Town gets it. Back over to Bennett. They had to call one. Nope, actually had to call a timeout. That was before the reaching foul, but 2:35 left in the game. Coach France gets a timeout.
Talk a little bit about our second game. You'll have to go offline and then come back onto a different link. But the boys' game, Poudre, Rocky Mountain, and should be a hotly contested game.
Yeah, like I said, crowd starting to fill up. Friday night here, rivalry game. This game has, not had the excitement of a tight game. It's been kind of this distance. A couple times they've gotten it back down to 7 points. The Impalas have, and then Rockies responded. Points from Bennett and McDonald just kind of kept that lead out there. Quietly a good game for Julia Schlepp, too. She's probably gotten that 8 or 10 point range herself. But this second game, as we talked about, we've talked two teams that are kind of right in the middle of the pack of the Front Range League, and it's separation time. You can't stay in the middle forever, can you? You'll go up or down with these wins and losses late in the season. Out for the Impalas after the break. Berkner, Bannister, Couture, Luna, and Bolander. Town, Ecker, Bennett, Warner, and Schlepp for the Lobos. I think Rocky Mountain can kind of be in that pop-out offense. Just exactly what we're seeing. Coach France said, okay, we're going to just take care of the ball. And the Poudres have to come out and get them, aren't they?
Yeah, this is good experience for them as well.
Quite the push there, not called. Flying in there, nice rebound in the trees. Lefty going away. Bolander showing some skills for the freshman. Moving away from pressure and taking the left hand up. Cross court, deep pass down. And Schlepp being a little too generous to a teammate. That's when it should have just gone right up. But Ecker will go to the line for two. Got hammered.
A lot of ball and a lot of arm.
Yeah. Well, I'd say the follow through is what generally gets you the call against you. 14 fouls now in the Impalas, 6 on the Lobos. One more by the Lobos will get the Poudre girls to the line. That's what they'd like to have here. 1:55 left. They're going to need to score with that, the clock running. First one's up and good. Second one, though, rims off. On the floor, though, picked up by Warner. Poudre kind of collapsed on the rim, didn't they?
Yeah,
Nice look underneath. That's the senior Kylie Town there, just seeing teammate. Nobody's coming out there, a little backdoor pass, 13-point lead, 1:38 left.
Coach France has played everybody, so not to say that she hasn't put her best foot forward, but a lot of people have gotten a lot of minutes.
Exactly. Long three ball, though. Reply by Berkner.
She's a completely different player than her sister, who just graduated last year, or 2 years ago, I don't remember.
2 years ago, yeah.
Got a nice outside touch. Her sister was more of an inside.
Yep, very low post kind of player. Substitutions. Oh, I thought I was going to finally be able to get it right. Ella Palm, number 20, coming back into the game. Substitution, though, in Helena Russo-DeLee, number 1, for Bolander. Nice effort, Bolander and IB. You see some freshmen on the court, both for Luna and Bolander. Goes well for Poudre. Bennett tipped it away a couple times, didn't get it, but delayed the progress. Minute to play here in the game. 10-point lead for the Lobos. Nice pass back door off the glass, doesn't go. In good position by Couture for the rebound.
Had to bring a tear to a coach's eye right there to see that give and go.
Yep. That move's been primed forever, and it doesn't go out of style.
As soon as you see that defender bite, you just...
Front end is good. Libby Couture getting her second one coming now.
Probably one of the better offensive nights of the year for Poudre.
Yep. Second of the bonus. And a 2-for-2 trip. Poudre showing full court press.
That's what I love about basketball. And, you know, these young teams, you can see them improve from the first 10 games to the second 10 games.
Lowry knocks it away. 49 seconds left. The lead was cut to 8. He's going to play a little handoff here. Bennett. Whistle well before then. Still got one more foul to give. The Impalas do with 40 seconds left. Bolender and Bruckner back in the game for the Impalas. Ball knocked back out of bounds. Lobos inbounding now to Bennett. And a reaching foul. We'll send Bennett to the line. Well, no, that was number 6. They still got the one to give. That's right. Next time we'll foul. Just what I do. I put it in Bennett's hand and see if anybody wants to foul her. She hasn't missed a free throw all night. Give. Oh, that's a good decision. Bring it back out. Lobos looking to close this out, leading by 8 with 25 seconds left. And the foul on Bannister. And she's walking over and getting a nice hand from Coach Haase and her teammates and the crowd behind there. That's her 5th. Town at the line for a 1-and-1. First one in and good. Several contributors tonight for the Lobos. Randy, you look at that. That's, as you said, when you play a bunch, but you still see your seniors, McDonald and Bennett in Town, playing pretty well. That one took about 4 trips around the rim and goes in. 22 seconds left. Pull-up jumper.
Oh, I love to see that. We have not seen that out of Bergner.
Yeah, and just one, like I said, that's a tough one, and she's so long. You got to respect her going inside. Knock down the 15-footer. 10-point lead for the Lobos, 18 seconds left. We'll keep it right here. As we said, you've got to tune back out, come back in to watch the boys' game following here in about 15 minutes. Should be a good one. Look for a pretty good pace tonight up and down the court.
The night of the Joes.
That's right.
But as I was talking to Kevin, I think Mr. Fisher might be the best all-around player, in the city this year. He's
had a really
good treat to watch him tonight. He struggled the first half against Fossil Ridge, but came back second half, hit some big threes, and
averaging 16 points a game. Several players are double figures for the Impalas. Lobos got a couple themselves, so we'll just see how that plays out. But we got to finish up this one first. Lobos will have the ball after the made basket. Allowed to move quickly into Bennett, knowing they really don't want to foul her.
This point's kind of pointless to foul. So
yeah, and they did.
In that case, if you're gonna foul, you should foul as soon as they get the ball.
Yeah. Single bonus. Again, Bennett at the line. And the senior continues the streak at the line.
Boy, she's just money at the line, isn't she?
Yeah.
And as soon as I say that.
Yeah, right away. And then Warner, though, also doing what she's done the whole game. First one to a rebound. Yeah, I think Bennett's either that's 5 for 6 or 7 for 8 with the line, and she's out there kind of joking around her in town in the middle of the court saying, yep.
That doggone McCoy up in the booth must have jinxed me.
Put the kick on it. Warner's first shot up. Got the shooter's roll, a little backspin over the front, and goes in. 54-44, 7.5 seconds left.
You know, credit Poudre for keeping this game
and second one's
within
good.
Striking distance the entire game.
Well, it's competed. They just competed the whole game.
If you're coach, you got to be happy with that, how they competed.
And that one was just launched, Ben, a little bit long, as they would say. But that ends it here at Rocky Mountain. Randy, a contested game. Rocky Mountain was able to handle it the whole time, but everybody got on the court. Both these teams played a lot of players. I don't think if you're Coach Haase and the Apollos, you can't be terribly disappointed. You developed kids there. You made people get better, and you didn't give up. You showed some moxie, didn't you?
Yeah, and I think he saw some stuff out, some players he's really proud of. So anyway, for David Haase, Max Fink, this is Randy McCoy. We'll be back with the boys game in just a bit. Thanks for watching.
Poudre School District High School Basketball, live on Stream It Sports, Northern Colorado, has been brought to you by Schrader Oil. Fuel your day by Pedersen Toyota in Fort Collins. Everything cars made easy by Jim's Wings, Northern Colorado's favorite wings since 1991. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in Northern Colorado. First Bank, banking for good. This has been a Stream It Sports NoCo production of Poudre School District High School Sports. You can find all of our broadcasts, past and present, by visiting streamitsports.com/PSD. Thank you.